time for a vlog. I have a lot of stuff to show you guys this time. I have stuff all around me, but I think first I will start with projects. First I'll show you what's in process, works in process. I have a scarf on the loom, and it looks like this with yellows and purples and grays. Really like it a lot. And I'll tell you the yarn here in a second. The yarn is, it was a yarn I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby called Melody Bulky, and the color is Morning Glow. Now I also made, this is a completed project, I made a hat out of it, and I actually have how to make this hat. I made a tutorial that if you're interested in that, just click on the link for playlists, and I have a few loom knitting tutorials, and this is one of them. So I finished the hat and now I'm doing the matching scarf. My other work in progress, excuse me while I pull a chair out. I need somewhere to sit this. Okay, my other work in progress, little bag here. I've shown this one before. It's a scarf I'm working on that I've done a little bit more on it, but I've kind of just been, rotating my projects. I don't have a whole lot left. That's all the yarn left, so I'm almost done with it. It should be done by the next time. And then I am still working on the blanket on that giant loom, but I haven't done anything on it, so. And I wanted to show you, this is the project bag that I had that other hat and scarf in. This is my newest project bag from Kathy. She's Yarny Bag Lady on Etsy. And there's, look at the zipper pull. I don't remember if I ever showed you guys this bag. But if I have, it's okay because it's really cool and I think you should see it again. Okay, completed projects. I have, let me show you I did this jack-o'-lantern. It's just a hat that I did on the King Size Addy Professional. And so it's a reversible hat, so it's green on the inside, but it's not really reversible anymore because I have sewn these buttons on. And then I used the French knitter or the spool knitter to make the little loopies for the top of him. And I'm really happy with this. I like it a lot. But then I made another one that I'm not that happy with. It's just okay. Kind of embarrassed of it, to be quite honest, but this was supposed to be a witch, and then see, she's also a reversible hat, although she's not reversible anymore because I sewed a face on her. But she's supposed to be a witch, but I think she looks more like a monster or something nice, and I keep messing her hair up. She actually has bangs and stuff, but I just keep messing it up. But she doesn't look mean or anything, which I guess is okay, but she also doesn't look like a witch. So that was like an experiment that I'm not really happy with. But it's got a face now, and once something has a face, there's no way I could rip her apart. Next, for finished projects, I have another hat and scarf set. Doesn't want to cooperate. This is made out of two kinds of yarn. Oh, the jack-o'-lantern and the witch were just made out of solid colors of I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby. Here's the hat. It's another one of those pattern hats. I've gotten I really like them. I like the way they pattern up. But the brim of the hat is made with Karen's Simply Soft Party in the color something. Oh, Fuchsia Sparkle. So there's the hat. And then the body of the hat is made with Lion Brand Homespun, and the color is Ambrosia. Then to go with the hat, I made a matching scarf. And what I did was I would do 20 rows of the homespun and then 20 rows of the sparkle. And I really like how that turned out. I think it's really pretty. I like it a lot. And then the sparkle part is a little thinner than the homespun part, but I like that. I think it adds character to it. When I make these hat and scarf sets, I try to put the labels inside the hat because they don't get lost as easily. And then I did the same thing with another hat and scarf set, the same kind of yarn, just different colors. The Karen's Simply Soft Party in the color Silver Sparkle, and the homespun from Lion Brand is in the color Painted Desert. So here's the hat. Really, really like it. And then the scarf, I did the same thing. I did 20 rows of each kind of yarn. There's the scarf. And I really like that one too. It's really pretty. I was really happy with both of these. Then, for knitted projects, my last completed knitting project, of course, is a snake. This one is made with, I think I've actually made one of these before. I don't really remember. It's the Hobby Lobby I Love This yarn in the color Elements Flower. And it looks like this. I like how it's got the black stripes. It's kind of neat how it's got like the black stripes going this way, and then a few times you can see like these little ones going that way. So there's the snake scarf. And then my last completed project, I made another one of those plastic canvas little bags. This was my work project, and I finished it today, and it looks like this. It's another one of those little bags. This one I did a little bit different with the clasp. I bought the snaps, you know, and I sewed snaps on because they hold a little bit nicer, I think. And then the button I just put on with yarn. You can see where I tied it in there. And then the inside is lined with felt, and I just used a complementary color to the yarn. I really liked this yarn. It's a Vanna's Choice, and the label is still sitting in my desk at work. But it's a variegated. And then for the along the outside, I just used a solid color. Also, it was Vanna's Choice also. So there's the bottom and the back and the front. But I really like it. I thought it turned out good. These are pretty cool. So it's my plastic canvas. Now I need to pick out a new project for work. Okay, so let's see, what do I want to do next? I will show you some things that I picked up or that I got that are yarn related. The first thing is I bought this at Sam's Club. This is so cool. It's like this kit that says Spool Knit Animals, and it was $13.28 at Sam's Club, and I'll show you how it comes. It came with a book that was over on this side, and then it's got all this other stuff, which I'm actually, after I'm done sharing this with you guys, I'm going to take it all out of this box because this box takes up a lot of unneeded space. But it's got some yarns and the spool, and some pipe cleaners and glue, and some little foam eggs and stuff, just like, you know, all your little extra stuff that you'll need to make some of these animals. And as you can see on the box, it just shows like a mouse and a chicken and a penguin, and then on the back it's got a spider and a frog and a pig. And that was cute enough for me. You know, I was like, oh, that's really cute. Well, then when I got it home and I got the book out, looking at the projects, oh my gosh, I can't believe I haven't actually made one of these yet. But it tells you step by step how to make them. Look, there's an ant and a caterpillar and a zebra. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. But then, of course, it's got, I know already how to use one of the tools, but it has all the instructions for using the spool. And it also tells you, you know, like how to cover a styrofoam base and stuff. And then it goes into all of the projects. And there's Lily the mouse and Igor the cat and Lola the ladybug. She's adorable. And Arthur the hedgehog. There's one in here that if you follow me on Instagram, you know how excited I was about it. There's Anouk the penguin, Camilla the spider, Adele the mouse, and Zoe the caterpillar, Chloe and Leah the ants. They're so cute. And then it shows you how to do dragonflies, Cleo and Sophie, Hal the horse and Zach the zebra. So a little horse and a zebra. And then Felix the butterfly. That one's actually a keychain. This one is the one that I was like hopping up and down, excited, happy about. This is Wanda. She's a bat. If you know me, you know I love bats. That is so adorable. I love it. I was so excited when I saw that. It was worth every dime I paid for this. And then there's Sasha the tortoise, Paul the dolphin, Edward the pig, Margot the frog. I don't know where they came up with their names, but they're sure cute. And then Bob and Sam the bears, some little bears, Jules the chick. And then it's got all the templates and everything, you know, for like tracing your felt and stuff. But I think this is going to be really fun and cute. And so I will get around to making these things, and then I'll show them to you. But anyway, they had other little kits at Sam's too. They had a crochet kit and a knitting kit. They also had like a Disney, I don't remember if it was crochet or knit, but it came with all the supplies and instructions on how to make a Mickey and Minnie Mouse, which I thought was kind of cool, which Margaret might like. Okay, then, see, I told you I got a lot to talk about. I got a box of yarn. Joann's had a yarn sale, and the Joann's by my house. My favorite kind of yarn, or one of my favorites, is the Bernat Softy Chunky. And the Joann's by my house was sold out of almost all the colors. So, plus they don't even carry all the colors. So I made an order online, and because they had like a code you could use where you got the free shipping, no matter what size you order, plus you got the stuff on sale. So, and Joann's is on Ebates, so I get cash back that way. So I got 3 of each one of these colors, and I'll show you the colors. And they're all solid colors. And so there's this one, which is called Cinnamon. And it's like actually cinnamon, you know. Sometimes people will think of cinnamon as being red, but it's not. Then I got this color. All of these are the Bernat Softy Chunky. This one is in the color Pumpkin. Ooh, trying to throw it. And I got This color is teal. And it has like a little bit of, I don't know if you can see that. It's got like some gray in it too. And then I got lavender. My whole reason for wanting to get these solid colored yarns is I've got 3 skeins of Pam, Yarny Nana, her hand-dyed yarn that I haven't used yet, and they're painted lots of really beautiful colors, and I thought that I would try to find some solid yarns that would look good with those too, so I can stretch my yarn out a little bit longer, or a little bit more. This is called Ultra Blue. I love this. I think that's so pretty. Two more. This one, ooh, this is pretty. It's called Emerald. And there are a few of these colors that would look good with different ones of those yarns that I got from Pam. So I want to make something for myself. So I probably will end up making like hats and scarf sets. And then the last color, this one I think is going to look good with, oh gosh, I wish I could remember the name of it. It was like a, I don't want to mess the name up. It was like Wheatfield or something. I don't want to mess the name up. But this one is called Glowing Gold. And I really like it. I actually really like all of them. That's my Joann's order. Here's my invoice. I wonder if it says how much the yarn was. It doesn't have the price, but it was on sale for like $2 off a skein. It was a really good sale. I think I spent around $47, something like that. It was either 47 or maybe just over 50. I don't remember exactly. I do know it was a good deal. I'm just trying to get this out of my way. Let's see what's next. I did get another order in the mail. This is not yarn related. Everything else is not yarn related. And I posted a picture on Instagram of this too, and I haven't even opened this yet. But this is from Journeys, and it's a pair of Converse. And I saw them online. Journeys is on Ebates also. These, I don't know why they, when I put my label on this, I'm going to call these sunflower. They call them black and yellow. Oh, these are so cool. They look even neater than they did online. They're sunflowers. That's what they look like. Oh, those are too cool. Even the tongue is all sunflowers. Those are so cool. They look even neater than they did online. I'm really happy with these. Because you know I needed more Converse. Which brings me to my next purchase. My best friend Charlotte and I this past Saturday went shopping. We got together, we went to Panera and had lunch, and then we went shopping, and it was in Missouri and some other states, I don't know what all states, but they have a tax-free weekend where you can get clothes and shoes and like computers and school supplies and things like that tax-free. So we went to the Journeys that was at a place called Zona Rosa, which is like an outdoor shopping mall kind of thing, and I got another pair of Converse. I named them Oil Slick, and I'll show you why. You know what it looks like when oil or you know, oil is like on the ground and the sun shines on it and it makes like that swirly rainbow effect? That's what these remind me of. I think these look like that. That's exactly what they remind me of, is like an oil slick. So that's what I call these when I labeled my box. These are really super cool. So I actually broke my own rule, you know, about like one pair of Converse, buying them at a time. But I don't care, it's my rule, I can break it. So I got 2 pairs of Converse to add to my collection. Then, oh, there's the box. Some other things that I got when we were out shopping. I'm also going to share a new author I found out too. I've shown you guys this before. This is my owl mug that's yellow, and I got this at, it was either Marshall's or Ross, I don't remember where exactly. Well, and I keep stevia in him. When Charlotte and I were out shopping, we went to Burlington, I think they're also called Burlington Coat Factory, and they had them in other colors. They had silver, which I didn't get because I didn't really like the silver that much. It was painted kind of funky, but I got white, and I have Splenda in him. That's what my husband, well, actually the Walmart version of Splenda. My husband prefers Splenda. And then I got orange, which I think this one's my favorite out of the 3. But I got the orange one, and I have tea in him. But yeah, so now I have 3 of these. Notice none of them I'm actually using as a mug. But I was real happy to find those other colors. Then I like to do like those face masks, that not the kind you rub all over your face and then you have to rinse off later. I have those too, but I've told you before, I'm lazy, and so I like the kind that you just put on your face. It's like a mask that you unfold and you put it on your face, and then after you sit for 20 minutes, and you just rub the rest of the stuff in and throw it in the trash, and it's done. But I found these that are by New Age Beauty, and you get 5 of them for $4.99. I thought that was a pretty good price. These ones say retinol, and then I got collagen ones. So I also bought a note cube, you know, like those little square note cubes that come with a pen. It came with a pen and a little post-it note thing that was shaped like a flower, but it's at work. And then my final thing I got out shopping just screamed my name. I got this at Marshall's. Did I say it? Okay, I got the mugs at Burlington and the masks and this at Marshall's. And the note cube. These are pajamas. I need pajamas like I need another hole in the head, but these I could not resist, because look at them. Can you just see the skulls? And to top it off, not only are they a beautiful bright pink and they have skulls, look. Isn't that the cutest little detailing ever? I thought these were adorable. And then here's the bottoms. And they're the same way with those little pom-poms, like little pom-pom fringe. They're so cute. I just love them. I was so excited to find these. Because, you know, they're a cutesy color, but it's not a cutesy skull. It's a good skull. So I was really excited about that. Hold on one moment. I'm going to take a sip. My once-a-week treat, my Starbucks. Although, when it comes around the time frame when they have the pumpkin, I might do a twice-a-week treat. Okay, I remembered my Kindle this time because I wanted to tell you about an author that I discovered that I really like. And if you like, I'm trying to get to the home screen. if you like mysteries, like mystery and suspense, or books that you kind of have to, it's like you're wondering the whole time, how's this going to end, what's going to happen, and you're like rooting for the characters and stuff, you might like this guy. His name is Mark Edwards. The very first book of his I read, I don't have on my Kindle anymore because the Kindle has like a lending library where once a month you can borrow a book, but then you have to return it till you can get the next book. And so the first book I read was called Follow You Home, and I rented it, so I've already returned it. But I read it, and I didn't even want to wait till the next month, till my next free book. I actually bought the next book. And I was going to see if it'd let me show you the cover. Normally it'll say go to cover. Oh, there it went, sorry. But this one was called The Magpies, and his name is Mark Edwards. And this was a really good one too. I don't even want to tell you what they're about. If you're interested, like look at Amazon or somewhere, because I don't want to accidentally give something away. And then the one I'm reading right now, when I got done with this one, the month had went over, so then I was able to get my next free one. So, but I would totally have bought these. And the one I'm reading right now, let me see. Actually, I don't want to go to the cover because I'm reading it right now. I don't want to start back at the beginning. But it's called Because She Loves Me, and it's really good so far. I'm on chapter something, 18, and 41% through, and it's like, I don't know how this is going to turn out, and when I'm done with this one, I'm going to end up getting another one if he has more than 3 books. But I really like them, and so I wanted to share them with you guys, because I like a good mystery. And the first book I don't think had any sex in it at all. The second one I read had some. But it was like, it wasn't like, sometimes it feels like they just add it to add it. This was more for the story. And this third one has a little bit in it too, but it's for the story, and it doesn't get too detailed. So if that puts you off, then it's not like graphic or anything. So there's the books. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about is something that's kind of bugging me a little bit, so I just kind of wanted to get it off my chest, and it's work related and health related, but I don't remember if I shared with you guys before when I had my heart attack, my first heart attack in 2009. I was under a tremendous amount of stress because I worked for a bank, and we were being audited by a state. What I do is our department, if you've ever heard of escheatment before or unclaimed property, that's what we do. Is every single state and jurisdiction requires us to send unclaimed property to them. So like if you don't use your checking account or your savings account or your safe deposit box, all kinds of stuff, it's a unending list of items that, every state's got their own period of time, but if we can't get in contact with you, they require us to send it to them. Then they become the new trustees of the property, and then the people or their heirs can claim it from the state, blah, blah, blah. Well, the states will periodically audit you, and usually it's not a big deal. Usually the auditors are pretty amicable. They have their demands and everything, but they're not usually outrageous or mean or anything like that. We're going through one, I don't think I want to mention states, but we're going through one right now, and the guy that's running it's really nice. He understands that we're a pretty small staff, and I'm the one doing all the research and stuff, and I'm one person, so he's really nice and everything. Well, back in 2009, when I had my first heart attack, I was there was another state that was auditing us, and this particular man, I'll just say his name is John. I won't say his last name or anything. Not that you would know who he is anyway, but he was mean. He had all these demands. He was automatically assuming we were doing things wrong when we weren't, and put a lot of pressure, and would give us, like, if we didn't get something to him fast enough, he would threaten us, because states can actually penalize you, fine you for a lot of money if they feel like you're being uncooperative. And we weren't, and again, it was me, just me, doing all the research. I'm one person, and it's thousands of accounts that you're doing the research for and everything, but it wasn't working fast enough, for him, and I was working all this overtime and coming in late, or coming in early, staying late. I put a lot of pressure on myself. The only days I would actually leave on time was when my son had baseball games. And all that pressure and all that stress. Some days I would get in my car after work and I would scream. I mean, I hated that man. And I ended up having a heart attack. That's how I found out that I have the blood vessel issue that I have, that my blood vessels can constrict and my arteries constrict, and that's what happened that caused the heart attack. Was the cardiac artery constricted so much it caused a heart attack. Well, then, like many of you know, I had another one this year in January, which I wasn't even stressed out at that point. I don't even really know what caused that. I do know that, and I just went to my cardiologist the Tuesday after I came back from vacation, and he reminded me that I have a propensity. I guess that's just the way my body is, that I can't really count on not having another one. And I'll be honest, it's so frustrating to try to do everything right, exercise and try to eat right. I didn't eat that great the whole time I was on vacation. I'm paying for it now, but anyway, it's frustrating, but I do know that a huge trigger is stress. Well, I just found out Monday, today's Tuesday, that state and that man is coming back to do an audit again, and guess who's going to be on point? And I'm trying really hard not to be scared about it, because I am not going to let that asshole, excuse me for my language, cause me to have another heart attack. I'm just not going to do it. And part of it, the first time they came around, I was a manager also. So not only was I responsible for the audit, I was managing a staff and trying to take care of them and do everything that you have to do as a manager. And plus I had those added responsibilities of that audit. So this time I won't have the pressure of a staff, which my staff was amazing, the best people ever. It is a damn shame that they shut the department down. Those were the best people. I still have yet to meet anybody like my team. And I still keep in contact with several of them. But anyway, this time I cannot put that kind of pressure. I cannot do it. And, I've told my boss, it's like, on one hand, I don't want to come off as I can't do it, because I don't want him to think, oh, why'd we keep her? Because the whole department, if you've watched my vlogs before, you'll know that my whole department, I'm like the only associate. Me and one other associate were the only ones left in the Kansas City area. The rest of our functions went to Delaware. So we're here all by ourselves. And, out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. But it's like, I know they need me, because some of this research I know how to do, and I'm good at it. I'll say I'm good at it. I do a lot of quality, and I'm responsible. Besides the audit, I also do some quality review and quality assurance and that kind of stuff too. So, but this time, even though I'm not a manager and I don't have a staff, I also am going to be doing 2 audits at once because this other audit isn't even close to being done. Then, and even though this guy's really nice, then I'm going to have, you know, the dickhead coming back, and I don't know, it's hard to not stress about it. I'm trying so hard to think, you know, I'm one person, you know. I'm not going to work all those hours like I did before. I cannot do it. You know, I cannot let myself get stressed out like that again. My husband said, he said, if I have another heart attack during this other audit, that, you know, the mean guy is over, he will go there and he will shoot the guy in the head, which I know my husband wouldn't do. He would want to, but I don't know. I'm worrying about it, and I'm trying not to. And you know, maybe he'll be different. You just never know. Maybe he'll be different. I don't know. We have our very first meeting with him on the 20th. So I have from now until the 20th to try to de-stress. I don't know. Knitting is helping me. You know, that kind of, you know, coming home and getting the loom out or whatever is, you know how it can relax you. So I don't know. I just hope that it all turns out okay and I don't get too stressed out. And I say I'm not going to let myself get stressed out, but sometimes that's a lot easier to say than to do. So, but I'm just, you know, try to do deep breathing, watch my blood pressure, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. And my boss is well aware, you know, that I have a heart condition, and so hopefully she will. And it's not like she can get me help because they have such a small staff. They have smaller staff than we have even had. I don't understand what, that's getting into a whole other thing. I don't, you know, how you don't understand what upper management does. They're the people that don't do the damn job, but they make all the decisions kind of thing. So, you know, they're already stressed with all their regular work, so I don't think I'm going to get much in the way of help. But hopefully we can set the ground rules for this guy, and if he tries to say we're being uncooperative and threatens to penalize us or whatever, we can sick our legal team on him. So I think it's just all empty threats, but you know how sometimes just the way people talk to you, because I am a pretty calm person. I can flip my lid, you know, I can flip my lid, be a bitch along with the rest of them, but for the most part, I am a calm, even person, and I don't like people to be unhappy. You know, I'm not like Pollyanna and like, oh, everybody should be happy and nobody ever be sad, that kind of thing. But you know what I mean? I like peace. I don't know how to explain it exactly. He's just very abrasive. That's the best word I can think of. He's very abrasive. So I guess after the 20th, I'll be able to see if he's still, you know, a jerk. So we'll see. So I don't want to end this on a negative note. I'm trying to think. Something happy. Something happy. Happy mug. Happy mug. But yeah, so see, I had a lot of stuff to show you guys. And this, I have one more of these forms. So I'm going to make another one of these. I don't think any of them are good enough to where I would like give them away or sell them or anything like that. I don't sell anything, at least not yet. Hopefully that day will come soon. I have another button like this. This came with this button, and then it came with one where he's got kind of like his little wings over his, you know, he's like going like that. So I'm going to try to think of something else to make with that. But I have one more of these little purse forms. They're like $1.50 at Joann's. And then I already have the yarn and stuff for making it, but I think I'm going to take a break for my work project and not do one of these, but maybe knit another scarf or something for my work project, and then come back and do another one of these. But so I don't know how long I've been talking, because the camera, it stops around 16 minutes or so and then restarts itself. So I don't know how long I've been talking, but I don't want to keep you too long because I don't want to bore you. But anyway, I hope everybody has